And with us this morning, Jasen Jones with the Workforce Investment Board, here to talk about finding employment after the storm. Of course, we've heard people, losing their homes, things like that. Earlier this week, we had the chamber on saying, more than 400 businesses have been impacted by this storm.
Exactly.
A lot of people have lost their jobs, but there is some good news on the way because we've seen millions of dollars already put into this program to find people temporary employment. Before we get to that, though, talk a little bit about Workforce Investment Board and what it's all about.
You bet. We're a local 501c3. We're a nonprofit organization that really seeks to support groups like the chamber and the communities and the different organizations that serve individuals.
Right.
That we basically oversee all those partnerships for economic development. We oversee what happens in the Missouri Career Centers with our locations both in Joplin and Monette.
And again, we were mentioning the temporary jobs coming to the area, as many as 400 temporary jobs. What areas are we looking at that being in the following months?
The majority of those are going to be in efforts to restore Joplin. So they're going to be in debris removal. They're going to be assisting different functions of the cities in Joplin and Duquesne both. What the Army Corps is doing with the big stuff, we have temporary jobs with individuals coming in to do some of the manual labor and basically what our people are required to do and pretty much helping that overall effort.
Now, are those jobs available right now, or are those still kind of coming in the near future?
We're in that screening phase in terms of where we come in at just the right time, but we are actually hoping that many of those will start sometime next week.
Great. And they also, the governor also mentioned not just debris removal, but humanitarian jobs. What in the world does that mean?
Humanitarian is all over the place. It's basically what are the types of positions that are going to serve those individuals that were affected by the storm. So we actually have humanitarian positions in a number of different manners. Customer service clerks that might be working in Joplin and Duquesne with taking calls from tornado victims and putting them in the right direction. We actually have positions coming up with the Joplin Family Y and the United Way, their Children of the Storm project, doing child care and some of the support positions that are needed in those child care positions. And we're very excited to be working with the Bright Futures Task Force and Rebuild Joplin. We're funding a lot of their positions that are going to be manning the Rebuild Joplin website, doing a lot of the data entry and following up on the information that comes in, making sure that's the most current and so forth. So it's directly or indirectly serving individuals that were affected by the storm, being able to be just part of the bigger picture in terms of helping people out.
And one thing I heard somebody mention in the days following the storm, they said, look at the classifieds in the paper. I can't believe there are that many positions available at stores that survived the storm. And you've got a job fair that's actually coming up later on today for different companies in the Joplin region.
Definitely, and it's our largest job fair ever. We never remember in the history of having job fairs here in Joplin that we've had 32 employers sign up to participate in this job fair from a variety of different sectors. You can imagine construction and automotive sectors and things that are going to be in really high demand, but we have positions in healthcare and retail and customer service, financial services, and a variety of different skill levels and pay ranges. So there's something for everyone at this job fair today.
What was it like, or how did you guys get this pulled together so quickly?
It was amazing because right after the storm, our focus was let's get services out to where the people are, and so where we normally operate at 8th and Wall, we were thinking we need to be all over the city, and so the first week we were focusing on connecting with people, and then started to bring in solutions like this temp jobs grant and the big job fair and things, and it's just been fantastic how businesses have come together and the different organizations we partner with have come together to really move Joplin forward.
And now, how can people get themselves applied? Of course, obviously we've got the job fair today, but can they stop by the office, things like that, to get themselves applied?
The Missouri Career Center office at 8th and Wall, we're right by Memorial Hall. We also have our Workforce Investment Board office up on Range Line in front of the North Park Mall in Joplin. And if individuals want to make application for those temp jobs, they can do that at the job fair today as well.
All right, and of course you're seeing the information on the screen. We just need to know, of course, obviously we see it, but tell us where when it's taking place.
We're going to be in the Joplin Holiday Inn today from 10 to 7, so individuals, considering how busy it is out there, can park at the convention center or the hotel parking lot and just go in the hotel. It's in their main ballroom area. We'll have our employers set up.
All right, well, Jasen, thank you so much for coming in this morning, especially on such short notice.
Glad
and of course,
to do it.
We'll put this information online at 4stateshomepage.com. We've got more coming up. Look at your weather forecast, and birthdays are next.